go to Savage.
Real talk, no filter on Savage Unfiltered. Savage.
Hey guys, welcome back. Had a little difficulties here with the production here. There was something said out of context, I believe, regarding an incident that I had said, maybe a statement I said regarding a personality here on the show, Joseph M. Leonard, known as Jokester Joe. Guys, these episodes are supposed to be lively. I do believe in uncut, unscripted, and unfiltered. But when it regards jokes and everything else going to routes regarding personal family members of mine or events or anything like that of that nature, you see a real side of me, as you're seeing right now with this production. I melt down, guys, and I get defensive. So I do apologize on the behavior shown from Joseph here that we just had on. I noticed some of that may have been aired on X and Rumble, but there was a reason why we went black after that, guys. And what I mean by black is when the production faded off, we decided to take that off the live stream due to the nature of the behavior of that statement that was made by Joseph, which I did not like. So. But guys, I just wanted to put out a statement there. With the story about the bathroom had nothing to do with what Joseph had said or made a comment to. Had something to do with something entirely different. But I will say that Joseph, I know he's listens to our episodes, but I do have to put this out there. I think you went over the line on that one. Had nothing to do with what I was about to say. I was going into a story of I was going to use the bathroom before the movie started, and as I entered the bathroom, I had seen a couple, basically deciding to do their business in the bathroom. It had nothing to do with what Joseph had said or was going. I understand that he likes making puns and jokes, but you crossed the line, Joseph, and it's one of the reasons why you're not going to see him on this episode today. So I do apologize, guys, if you do enjoy seeing Joseph on here, and I do myself, but I have a show to run, guys. I have, a production to create here with myself and, Bob Lement from his show Static. And I plan on doing that. But, guys, you won't see Joseph M. Leonard on this episode. So I do apologize for that. But on to the show. Bob, welcome. Welcome to Savage Trivia. It's a good one, man. Again, we're a show where you don't need a tuxedo for the show. It's savage, it's raw, it's uncut. So yeah, man, we're gonna get to some 80s trivia. First, okay. Before 80s trivia, like, did you even enjoy the 80s at all, Bob? I mean, I know.
Oh yeah, immensely. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a fine time. It was a grand old time back in the old 80s. It's been a while now, but definitely loved it.
Yeah. So the first question here, And please bear with me. I have my notes here as I say. This is going to be pertaining to the 80s, guys, because it's one of my favorite eras. The 80s, early 90s, even late 70s. I love it. It was a great time. It was a peaceful time, somewhat peaceful, right? A little crazy sometimes.
Peaceful as it is.
Here's the first question, Bob. Okay.
Yep. Gotcha.
Originally given the Japanese title, Puckman, what 1980s arcade game was inducted into the Guinness Book of Records as the most successful coin-operated game in 2005?
Pac-Man. Of course.
Oh my God, you got that! Wow, I didn't even think you were going to get that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Pac-Man was called Puckman, and they thought everybody's going to deface the machines and call it Fuckman, but that's why they changed to Pac-Man.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I'm very surprised that that Bob got this question here. I
can tell you a story, youngster. I remember when the first Pac-Man machine came to the mall, and everybody was lined up putting their quarters on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the next question. I doubt you'll get this one. Doubt.
All right. Let's see what we got.
In a famous speech at the Brandenburg Gate in June of 1987, former President Ronald Reagan extorted Mikhail Gorbachev, if I pronounce, I fucking butchered his fucking last name, to tear down what structure that symbolized division of Germany? That's a hard one.
Tear down that wall. That'll be the Berlin Wall between each.
Yes, the Berlin Wall. Damn it, man. I know Bob's full of comedy, but I didn't think he was full of history.
Oh gosh, yeah, I love history. The crazy thing is, both Miles and I love history, and him more than me, oddly enough. But yeah, we love to learn about it. The wild thing is, I remember as a youngster watching that on the news when they tore down the wall. So that was a big deal. And there's a piece of the Berlin Wall in Fulton, Missouri.
Is there really?
At the university there. I'm blanking on the name of the university, but there's a university in Fulton, Missouri that has a piece of the Berlin Wall.
Damn, no
and
shit.
I ruined. Miles went there. He stopped by my place one time when he was on his way to go see it, and I ruined his day because I took a bunch of video with his camcorder of his dog who he brought with him, and then he had a dead battery when he got to the wall, and he was all pissed at me.
Wow, I did not know that. Wow, I'm gonna have to take a trip one day out
Westminster,
there.
Westminster University. That's the name of the place. Westminster College or Westminster University in Fulton, Missouri.
Cool. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. So,
yeah, it's cool.
So here, next question here. I'm waiting for Bob to not answer correctly. He's
okay. It can happen at any moment.
He's 2-0. So far, yeah. He's got 2 right and no wrong yet. None wrong yet. So here, gaining popularity since the 1980s. What is the name of the Polynesian? My words. I feel like Sasha, not pronouncing them correctly. The Polynesian. There you go. Sport that is practiced by racing canoes and other small watercraft. The 7-letter name comes from the Minoria phrase for an outrigger canoe. What is it called?
This one I have no clue. I'm going to take a outrigger canoe, a 7-letter word for outrigger canoe.
Just let you know, I didn't put the rules in there because obviously it's Savage Trivia. I forgot to add the rules. What the hell's wrong with me? You are unlimited lifelines. So if you have to call a friend, if you have to email or text a friend, that's fine. That's allowed on Savage Trivia. So.
No, I don't know that anybody that I know would have an idea of this. I'm blanking. 7-letter word for outrigger canoe racing. And it's a Polynesian word, I'm guessing.
It's a Polynesian word, yeah.
It's
also
probably got
a Polynesian sport, too.
A lot of K's in it, so it's probably Kalukaluki or something like that.
Yeah, it's got an Indian type of I just gave you a hint, by the way.
Oh, you did? I wasn't paying attention. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I gave you a hint.
It's got an Indian word in it. You see that?
There's two. Well, it's two syllables actually.
I haven't got a clue on this one. This is you've hit my Achilles heel. Is Polynesian history apparently?
Yeah. Apparently. So are you gonna yield to that? Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll
answer, or do you want to?
No, I'm never gonna. I mean, I can sit here and Google it, but I'm trying to actually come with these out of my head. So
okay, I'll give you the answer. The answer was the Waka Ama. That's the name.
Oh,
yeah,
never heard of it.
Have like
it sounds like something
yeah.
Fozzie Bear would say from the Muppets. Waka waka waka.
Waka waka waka. Before we continue, guys, I gotta get a quick sponsor, and guys, check out High Speed Daddy. That's right, guys. Click this QR code if you want some really, really comfortable underwear that doesn't give you jock itch, that doesn't give you unpleasure. It's just great for the man. Wait a minute. Jakey gave me the wrong plug. High Speed Daddy is about. High Speed Daddy is about. I said the wrong thing. Good grief, man. Sorry about that, folks. Jakey put it in the wrong one. High Speed Daddy is for the man, the working man, for the go-to daddy that needs diapers on the go, guys. That's it. Sorry about that. Jeez, my head today. Scan this QR code, guys, for High Speed Daddy. They have amazing diaper bags. I picked up a few. Not their diaper bags, but I picked up their backpacks, Bob. And they're, high quality stuff. When I'm always out and about, going from one place to the next, it's put that backpack on, and it's great. Scan the QR code today, guys. And it's really good stuff. Sorry about that, guys. I had the plugs. They're all crazy. The other plug.
When you're on the go and you got to take something with you.
Yeah.
Daddy. There you go.
Yeah, High Speed Daddy. I love their products. I use them all the time. My kids are now. I have two. I have a daughter and a son. But my kids, man, they're grown. So I don't need diaper bags anymore. Thank God.
Yeah, at least not for a while. In about 30 years, maybe you'll need
no more kids for Savage. Savage is done. But on to the next question here. Founded by B. Schwartz in Maine, the 1980s. What is the company with an origin in beekeeping and the co-founder of Roxanne Quimbley?
Oh my gosh.
We use it all the time. It's a product, Bob. I just gave you
is it Burt's Bees?
Yes, that is correct.
Burt's
Bees. Guys, Burt's Bees, if you don't know, they make tremendous products.
Yeah, they put the stuff on your lips.
And all that other stuff.
Yeah, I've seen it. You know what? I've never used it. I've seen it, and I probably purchased it for my wife, but I've never used it myself.
Here's a quick history about Burt's Bees, the company Burt's Bees. They were around in the 1980s, but they were in their early phases of development. A lot of people don't know that, though.
Yeah, I would assume. I guess I can't remember when I first started seeing it. So it kind of was really quite the thing for a while. All this Burt's Bees business, but I think it was in the 90s, but.
It was in the 90s. You're right. You're right about that, actually. So, but on to the next question here. What 1982 Toto song, whose title is A Continent, experienced a resurgence in popularity in 2018 when Weezer covered the song? What continent?
Africa.
Africa. You're right. Wow, Bob knows his music. Yeah.
Africa. I heard the rain. Anyway.
I think Miles came up with that maybe a couple months ago. I seen an old episode of Static Radio. Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you another quick story here. My son met the bass player for Toto not too long ago because he's actually from St. Louis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
His father was like a judge or something for the county or for the state. I don't remember what. But anyway, yeah, he's from St. Louis, and he comes back, and my son happened to run into him at a thing. It wasn't a concert or anything. It was just like a thing, some kind of event. But it wasn't like he wasn't performing. He just was there, and he just happened to be with somebody else who knew him, and he's like, "Hey, yeah, you want to meet?" I can't remember the guy's name now, but so and so from Toto. He was a bass player. I'm like, "What?" And he comes home and tells me, I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, Toto."
Yeah, that's awesome.
Isn't that weird? That's a weird coincidence.
That's odd. I mean, like there's so much history coming out of Bob right now with the Berlin Wall piece there in Missouri.
Yeah,
and
except for the Polynesians. Yeah, those Polynesians. They're out in the middle of nowhere. Come on.
I'm telling you. Guys, I do want to mention the right plug this time. That's right, guys. The plug that I was talking about with High Speed Daddy, guys, another amazing company here on the show. MeUndies, that's right. I had them confused. Thank you, Shaky. God, man, I'm putting in the plug. I'm reading production notes here on the side here, guys, and the production note that I was reading was for MeUndies instead of High Speed Daddy. So I do apologize, guys. This is a company that I do love too as well. MeUndies.com. They've been affiliated with the show for now over a year. I'm sure you guys have seen some old episodes that we had ran with some of their videos, the commercials, and everything. Funny commercials. Some of these commercials, Bob, I'm surprised they made it to national airwaves and stuff because of the content, with it. But guys, scan this QR code. These underwear are made for both men and women. They're amazing. They're comfortable. Again, you probably heard me just briefly mention the jock itch. They don't give you any jock itch whatsoever. I think it's the lining. A lot of people complain about the lining down there. If you wear certain underwear, it's that seam that you get the red lines and irritation. None of that stuff with MeUndies. It's made with quality material, and I think that's the reason. Throw that Walmart junk, Chinese junk out the window and grab MeUndies, guys. It's an American company made by American people. Scan the QR code today, guys, and you're really going to be impressed with some of their stuff. But yeah, do you have any MeUndies at all, Bob, or no?
I typically just don't wear underwear, but I can see where it would be useful to have them. Yeah.
Oh, so you free ball it, I guess, then, huh? Just a pair of shorts and maybe a pair of jeans, if that.
Yeah, some basketball shorts. No, of course I wear underwear. Get out of town. I don't have any MeUndies though.
I was gonna say, I hope so. Because what if you had to jump like a fence or something? And
Okay. Well, I'm not. Miles is the one with the long scrot. I have a normal size scrot. Thank you very much. But he's got the long balls. But no, it sounds interesting. Unfortunately for me, it's like MeUndies sounds like something for pirates. MeUndies.
MeUndies, grab them today.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't think Jack Sparrow was wearing MeUndies back then.
Never know.
You never know. It's a high possibility.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got a couple more questions, and we're going to close it out with Savage Trivia here. I mean, we're rolling in the 1980s here. My favorite era. A lot of eras of people. They love the 80s. But in the 1980s, again, the Ants was a nickname for what NFC South team that has a fleur de lis in its logo?
Say the first part again. The what?
The Ants.
The Ants.
That's abbreviated the Ants, and it's AINTS. The Ants.
Oh, okay.
That was their nickname in the NFC South team.
I would say it's got to be...
What NFC South team? I had to correct myself there.
It's got to be New Orleans Saints, because they're the only ones that have fleur de lis on their logo.
Wow, you're doing tremendous. You got everything right besides the one with, what was that?
Well, the Hawaiian thing. Come on. Kalamaliki Laka or whatever. Come on. How am I going to get that?
You're doing good. You're doing good. You got
like
two more
language
here.
Altogether. Hawaiian's a whole other language.
Yeah, I think Bob's going to ace this. If it was a test, he'd ace it already. But we got two more, guys. The last two questions here. Best of Enemies is an ESPN 30 for 30 documentary on the 1980s rivalry between the Boston Celtics and what other NBA team?
My guess would be the Lakers at the time.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers. Yeah. Have you ever watched?
I mean, never to invite you back for Savage Trivia.
Watch Winning Time on HBO. Fantastic show about the Lakers, and it even gets into a little bit of that. You know, the rivalry with the Celtics. Yeah. Great.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. Really good stuff. Sauce, believe it or not, was just talking about that on his show just the other day. When I was on his show, we got into some sports and everything else.
Okay.
He brought up the Los Angeles Lakers. If you're not familiar with Sauce, check out some of his merch here on SavageArmy.com. We came up with a concept because Sauce is like, he's always giggling with certain things. So if you check out his merch, Saucy's Angels, which you can get the iconic white beater. If you've seen one of the episodes here on Savage Unfiltered, he's always wearing the white beater. So we decided to put a logo right there on the white beater. So yeah, all the proceeds, guys, will go to Sauce. So you can help him out with the army of Saucy's Angels. Join them today, guys. You never know. But the last episode we had on with Sauce, which was the Gondaria girl, you got to go back to that. That's a funny ass episode. That girl, Bob, she wasn't part of the Saucy's Angels. Remember that one?
Yeah. Well, I don't think she's going to be an angel at this point.
Yeah,
she may be one of Saucy's devils or something.
Yeah. I mean, she slammed his car door for Christ's sake. Or yeah.
Oh well. I mean, he was not being the best of
No.
He wasn't being the best date. Let's be honest.
Do you know how much I spent on you? Like Bob said,
I bought some calamari and tap water, and then I expect to be treated well. So
calamari and tap. Who the hell? $6.99. I guess $6.99 is expensive to Sauce.
Yeah, Sauce has got some issues with money, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't like to spend it. Yeah.
Speaking of Sauce, guys, if you want to hear more of Sauce, check out Static Radio. They just did a piece on
I did
Sauce.
Sauce Talk. So apparently I'm giving advice to him on dating now. So that's... Hey, everybody, and welcome. This is Bob. I didn't want to get going too much there, but... we got a special guest tonight, and his name is Sauce, or Saucelin, if you use his full first name. And I have no idea how to pronounce your last name. You've done it a couple, but that's all about it. Seems that, and the fact that he can't say Amish. He says Amish, but that's
Amish.
fine.
I noticed that. Yeah, he's
Whatever.
like, is it Amish or Amish? My vocabulary is out there too, Bob. I don't want to be a hypocrite, but there's words I can't pronounce half the time. But
that's okay. I mean, you can say Amish. I'm sure it's a proper. I mean, people probably are okay with that.
Is it Amish or Amish?
I say Amish, but and I, in the show I talk about the Amish a little bit because where I grew up there was Amish around, so it was life experience, put it that way.
Oh yeah. So the last question, God, I'm waiting for Bob to get one wrong. Well, he did, but
I did, yeah. It's canoe racing.
All right, so there's only one blank. Get real, get blank, and it's blank or nothing are all the slogans for a toy brand owned by Hasbro, which was a popular brand, guys, back in the 80s, and still is to this day, in which the brand's name has been removed. What is this brand? This brand sells mostly foam-based products.
Oh,
and it's late 1980s Blast a Ball and Arrow Storm products arguably invented an entirely new category of toys. What was this brand?
Nerf. It's Nerf or nothing.
Nerf or nothing. Yes. Nerf or nothing. Wow. Oh,
yeah,
boy.
Nerf balls. Before all the weapons and everything, it was Nerf basketball, and that was a big deal. You get a Nerf basketball toy for Christmas was a big thing. So
Oh,
love the Nerf.
Gotta love that Nerf.
You can throw it at each other and not hurt each other too bad. So yeah,
they're around a little bit, but I don't see them so much. I remember getting Nerf guns and stuff. From God, man, it's a dying brand. It's no longer in its existence anymore. We used to go to Toys R Us back in the day, right? I want to be a Toys R Us kid. I used to love those damn Nerf guns back then. So that was Savage Trivia. God, I wish I had some hard ones for Bob. I guess he got them all right.
No, I got the canoes. I didn't get the canoe right.
Yeah, that one was. I don't think anybody really knew. I didn't know that. I had to look that one up myself as I was going through it. But yeah,
that's a tough one. I that one is not. I would not know that normally. So that's
It was a tough one. Yeah, it was very, very tough. Very, very tough. Guys, as I close it out, I do want to give a big shout out to Blackout Coffee. Oh, boy. My words are slipping today, Bob. One of those shows. Scan this QR code, guys. Use promo code SAVAGE for 50% off your order. This coffee is for America's Warriors. It's a very patriotic company. I love them. I dished the whole Folgers, threw them out. Not a big fan of Folgers or Maxwell House anymore. I love this coffee. Doesn't give you the oily residue. It's fresh to the grind. It really is. I choose the Keurigs cups because they're so much convenient than the actual bags. They have both. They have either bag or they have the Keurig cups. I prefer the Keurig cups, guys. Like I said, after you're done, right in the garbage it goes. But either or, guys, if you choose the bags or if you choose the Keurig cups, you're still getting the same quality of taste in the coffee. Like I said, no oily residue rundown. It doesn't give you jitters after you drink them. They also are available in the iced coffee as well, too. So check them out today. Scan the QR code or go to blackoutcoffee.com, guys, and mention you heard it on Savage Unfiltered show. I love them out there. Really good American company. But other than that, Bob, we're going to close it out, man. How'd you like Savage Trivia?
Oh, I love it. I love trivia. This is great. I now I need to brush up on my Polynesian history.
Yeah. Brush
then I'll be all good. I can get if I'm got to look up some Easter Island stuff or something in Hawaii and whatnot. So.
Oh yeah.
Then I would have got everything. Right now I'm at a 90 or something.
Oh God, yeah, 90%.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to thank Bob for coming on. Check them out, guys. Static Radio. They've been around for over 20 years now. They started out in the late 90s. Yep. Yeah, you guys are older than dust.
We're old, yeah. A bunch of old people talking to themselves. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, scan this QR code, guys. The strange and humorous happenings in the lives of two U.S. Midwesterns known as Bob Lement and Miles Tile over there at Static Radio. Funny stuff, guys. Full of comedy, laughs, and humorous outtakes. They're available on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, all over the place, including YouTube, guys. Check them out today and... yeah.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Good stuff. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to get you out of here because I know you got shit to do. I got to get ready for a show here with my friend Sauce. I'm running late. Supposed to start like 3 minutes ago. But, yeah. Thanks very much, guys. Be savage, not average.